Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today I have some test server footage for you. Sadly, I could not jump on the test server myself, but Mizu was kind enough to give me some replays that I can use to show you guys this stuff anyways. So I don't have, what I normally do is I go through all the HD tanks. Sadly, I do not have that right now because, like I said, couldn't get it onto the server. Damn thing was up for like one day and that was it. But we are currently looking at a completely overhauled map, and I'm gonna have to say it looks good. Maybe with a little bit of help from a couple of tanks, you can actually get in here now. I can definitely see some small tank getting bumped up in there. Oh yeah. Will be completely useless because by the looks of it, you can't see anything from inside there, but might have to try that at some point. It seems like it might be possible. So what is new on this map? Well, a lot. As you can see, the bridge is now halfway into the map. No longer part of the current red base, and I just noticed that I didn't turn it over to colorblind mode. My apologies. I've recorded some of this, I've recorded all of this video footage ahead of time, and I'm doing audio later, so... What the frack? What the hell is this shit? What? What? Okay, I don't think that should be possible. That's, interesting. So, what the hell? Normally, if something like this were to happen, you would be completely screwed, right? There was no way you were gonna move. And even, usually with the help of other people, you can move, but check this out. Okay, right now he is almost considered tippled over, and there we go, we are loose. Yeah, new physics, guys. New physics. I am so stoked for it. There are a lot of things in this patch that probably don't even remotely get enough credit. New physics engine, new sound engine, and god, the sounds are good. We'll get back to that later, but for this run, it's going to be a lot about the physics. As you can see here, it's possible to get into a lot more spots now than it was before with this new physics, but not necessarily with a medium tank, but more with a tank with a very high engine power, like light tanks, you know, that have a lot of speed, a lot of decent grunt for their weight in the engine. Listen to the sounds. Yeah, you can actually hear like little pebbles getting pushed away and stuff. One thing I've noticed though, falling damage is painful. He just lost 80% of his health from that little fall. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug and fall damage is too big at the moment, but holy flippin' balls at that fall damage. New gun sounds as well. Yeah. If you're close enough to an explosion, you'll actually hear like gravel and stuff flying around. But look at this map, by the way. This has all been relatively flattened out. Bridge has been removed. This entire section has been lowered down. We have a new pathway leading up into the hill there. As you can see, it still goes up roughly the same as it did before, but very different. Let's take a look up here. So as you can see, you do have some nice cover here from the left-hand side, so from the enemy team. There's a path leading up here now, as you can see right there. And there's a couple of interesting spots here. You'll see in a second why, like this one. Again, medium tank does not have enough grunt, but look at that. We just spotted him in his base from here, so getting up here can give you just enough height to actually peek into the base, so very interesting for light tanks. A little bit further down here, we made a little bit of a cut there. We have the same issue. Can't quite make it up there on a medium tank. At least not this one. And a little bit further down, like a couple of meters down, we have this one. So if you take a little bit of a leap start there, as you can see, you actually can get on there. So a lot of these things just have to do with not just the grunt of your engine, but your mobility, your momentum, I should say, as well. So do keep that in mind. Like, this physics engine isn't magically gonna make you scale any wall, you know, any flat wall. It makes it so that the physics are a lot more realistic and the traction points on your tracks are different. So what we saw before, where he was like toppled down with his nose into the ground, before you could never move because the front of the tracks, like the front side of the tracks, weren't actual contact points for your tracks. They didn't have traction. Yeah. So the base here is mostly the same. We'll make a jump here towards the northwest, excuse me, corner of the map there. I know I didn't watch the mini-map either, bad me. So, this pathway leading up into the mountains is the same, but... What? Yep, they've split it up now. You can actually get here from both sides. All of this has been flattened out a lot more as well. This used to be a hill, but as you can see now, it no longer is. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. It was nice because you could somewhat hold down if you pulled back far enough and use your depression, but not really. So, one more thing that you can do with physics and you probably shouldn't do is this. So, driving up a hill here, there's a nice little bit of rock, turning on the rock, and... Good job. Yep, now you're completely flat on your back. We're gonna see so many turtles. Just people helplessly on their back, wiggling their little track wheels. Yeah, and you have that countdown. That's gonna tell you you're gonna explode in 9 seconds. Do something about it. 7 seconds to go. Are you up yet? Nope. 4 seconds. You are gonna explode. 3, 2, 1. See ya. Yeah, that's what happens. And that's gonna happen a lot. So, gonna take another look at the same map here, different angle. You can see here the center is somewhat the same. There have been changes all over the map. Like, this entire map has been reworked. That's the new 6th Sense sound. It sounds like a sort of old camera that's recharging after a picture. And as you can, yep, he's gonna jump him. And topples over, nice. As you can see, topples over, immediately drives off. There's so many new awesome things that can happen with this new physics engine. We're going to take a little bit more of a look up top here. I've already seen some of this. So, yeah, I'm loving this new map. I never felt like this map was really a very good map. It felt very, very linear. Like, the fights were almost always the same. There was never good action on this map. Almost never. Not entirely true, but there was just a lot wrong with this map, and it feels like a lot more has been opened up now. You have more pathways, more options, and whoa! But look at that damage. That was 10% damage, that little fall there. Didn't damage his tracks though, interestingly enough. And that's the thing, with these new physics engines, tracks are a lot more durable than they were before. If you do a little bit of a jump now with a light tank, you're not going to instantly lose your tracks like you did before. Can we get a shot into him? Yeah, not quite sure what we saw there. Oh, I'm sure we'll see in a moment. And good job. Yeah. New physics means you're gonna fall down. Gravity is a part of it. Oh god, they're both... Oh! Just managed to get back up. Holy crap. I don't know if swinging your turret around actually affects your physics as well. Get a load of this. Oh, that damage. Ow. That was like 80% damage from that fall, and it wasn't that fast of a fall or that high of a fall. Falling is bad, but look at what we found here. A beached tog. Oh god, we're gonna see so many beached togs. Oh man. This is too good to be true. A damn beached hog. Let's add some insult to injury here. And blow his tracks off, because we're not. Oh man, this is just cruel. Just playing with your food at this point. Well, shooting into his engine deck isn't a problem. It's right there. So we're gonna do a trick shot here, bounce off the turret into his engine deck. There we go. I'm not sure if it's just a replay or anything, but you can't really see the damage values anymore. Normally you would see the damage. Maybe it's just my settings, I'm not sure. So, finish off the tog. Moving on to our next replay here. Listen to this. You hear how the engine actually starts to rev up and you can actually hear it struggle going up that hill? That is fantastic. fantastic. So you can actually like hear the gear changes now. You can hear like the suspension working. You can hear the tracks, like the gravel it kicks up. And the entire soundscape has just changed. The ricochet sounds have changed. We'll hear probably in the next replay a bit better, but listen to this. I'm loving that. Now, about that fall damage we were just talking about. Get a load of this. Yeah, 3,000 damage from that fall. Gone. Yeah, so watch out for that fall damage. Fall damage is penalized a lot more with this new physics than it was before. So moving on to the next replay, we got an actual gameplay here, just so you can hear the soundscape of the game. Now when we go uphill here, I'm just gonna shut the hell up and you're just gonna listen, possibly even close your eyes and just listen to the soundscape, because it is fantastic. So, here we go. Here's pebbles. Echoing around. That's Tank Alley that you're hearing. Heavy Alley. Another railroad. Probably railroad as well. Fantastic. You get so much more immersed into the game now. Explosions going off around us, people getting killed. But just that soundscape, I know I keep talking about it. Soundscape, by the way, if you don't know what it is like the entire sound around you, like the environment, the guns going off, and this, all that is soundscape. Engine sounds are different now as well. You can actually distinguish between petrol and diesel engines. Bit of a glitch here in the replay. Laggy, should be gone, there we go. So, yeah, new physics I am stoked about. You can actually go across train tracks without getting stopped and that sort of shit. Oh, that is fantastic. You can go over here, take a look at this tank in front of them. You know how that would completely stall you before, like going over the little slope, little foot of the hill there, a little slope at the bottom? That would completely stall you out. Oh, no more. I'm so happy for that. And the soundscape is fantastic, and I'm sure the HD text look great as well, but sadly, like I said, I can't really show you guys. I've made some cuts here just to get the more interesting parts for the soundscape and that sort of stuff. I don't know if this is actually 5.1 compatible or not, to be honest. Like if you could actually hear this in all sounds around you if you have a 5.1 audio set or 7.1. I'm not sure. I do not know. So a completely new sound engine, by the way, that actually runs on your second core. So they've split this sound up into a new core, which makes this game more multi-cored. Frees up your main core for the normal calculations, moves all this to the second core, which is fantastic, or a third, or fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or however many you have. So they move it to a different core, which is always a good thing. Leaves more room for the rest.
Target acquired. Penetration.
So when you're inside the turret, all the sounds are a little bit more muffled, as you would expect, because you're inside the turret.
Even scratch them. Let's find another target.
I'm loving it. I can't wait for this update. If this actually functions all properly and the physics don't screw up in some way, I'm gonna say that this is one of the best updates they have done in a long time. And the new sounds are fantastic. The new soundscape is fantastic with all the extra things. Excuse me. Having it on a different core is great. and then having the physics, and then as icing on the cake, or cherry on the cake, or whatever you want to put on top of the cake, we have a buttload of new HD models. Oh, and the i6 got buffed. Oh, poor gaming users. But hey, I own one, so I don't care. um, but yeah, this update sounds fantastic to me. So many good things. I mean, absolutely freaking fantastic. And that was a pinning artillery shot into our face. Ow. So, yeah, this new update, guys. Thank you, Mizu, for saving my ass here and actually providing some of the content. Well, providing all of the content here. Couldn't have done this video without you, so thank you very much for that. And thank you guys for watching. This new update I am stoked about. I already sort of summed it all up, but new sound engine with offloading to your second core, so that's CPU core. So that's fantastic, and the sounds sound great. We have new physics that's finally been entered, so that means that you're gonna lose less speed on a turn. You can do handbrake turns, except for artillery and TDs because of balancing issues. You don't really want a TD to be able to 180 around and derp you in the face. Same for artillery. We have new HD models, quite a bit of them, and yeah, sounds like a fantastic update, and I for one cannot wait. So I'm sorry I couldn't provide you guys with all the new content, but I think we have a pretty decent selection here of showing you at least the most important things that you're gonna directly notice. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.